So it looks like my butt cluster on the rustic cypress wood panel is a big hit. It really looks great. I like the way it turned out. I did another one over here for this buck, and I was running out of wood, so I had to make this one a little smaller. But it turned out real nice. I had a viewer ask, where they could get some reclaimed lumber so they could do the same sort of thing, and I told them you just got to look around and find it. It's hard to find. No place really you can buy it, I don't guess. But I think I have a solution for his problem. I've got another deer over here. This buck is a Georgia deer. He's a great buck. I really do like him. I've got a spot over here I want to put him with my other Georgia deer, and it's in this space right here. This is a pretty open space, and I want to do something with that, and also I want to do something with my half moon buck, which is right up here. So I'm gonna make panels. I'm gonna make panels for that space. I'm gonna make a panel for that buck, but I'm gonna do it differently. I got a solution for how can you go out and buy a product and you can make these panels. We're gonna do that today. I'm sporting my Meat Eater t-shirt today. I've got the unicorn packing out. I got the gnome packing out the unicorn. It's a great t-shirt. I love the Meat Eater, so that's the t-shirt I'm sporting today. So we're going to go in the backyard, and we're going to give this a try. All right, we'll see you in the backyard in just a minute. So a few years back, I got a call at the welding shop from a neighbor lady. Told me there was a big old alligator in my front yard. I said, what do you call a big alligator? She said, well, maybe it's 10 foot. Well, that's a pretty big alligator. That alligator crashed through a lattice fence I had right here on the side of the house. Crashed through that lattice fence and made his way in my backyard and through the swamp here. He must have got turned around or lost or whatever in the woods across the street, because he come across the road, crashed through my fence, ended up in the backyard. And I got a dog, so I was really concerned about the safety of my dog. That alligator stayed back here for a day or so and then disappeared. I never saw him again. But I had to repair the lattice fence. He must have climbed over the top of it, because he just crashed it all down. It was old and rotten. It was here when I bought the house. I never got around to replacing it. So I rebuilt the privacy fence where the lattice was. I just put in a whole privacy fence, and I built the thing myself. I didn't buy the sections. And along with that, I just went out and bought these strips of privacy fence boards. And if I understand correctly, these are all cypress wood fence boards, right? So this is what I'm going to use to make the panels for my buck. I'm going to square them up. I'm going to kind of experiment with it and fly by the seat of my pants so far as making this goes, and see how it turns out. Now, you can get these at Lowe's for just a couple of bucks a piece. They're not real expensive, and they're real easy to work with, and they're already cut to size and cleaned up a little bit, but they're not sanded down. They're kind of rough cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my framework, make my panel, and then I'm going to get a butane torch, and I'm going to burn it, and then I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to make two of them so it kind of ties in. I don't want just one in the corner of the room. I want one for my Georgia deer and one for my half moon buck, so I'm going to make two and then put them up in there along with the others. So that's the plan. I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm going to obviously string all these videos together and show you the process, but I'm going to go ahead and start making my one for the Georgia deer. It's going to be 30 inches tall by 36 inches wide. When I have it all cut out and a design figured out, I'll bring it back and I'll show it to you, okay? So let me get started, and I'll be back with you here in just a bit. All right, so I'm back. I got my panels here cut up. I went in and I figured out how many inches I needed wide and height, and had to figure out how much lumber I had and just how all this was going to work out. So I'm going to show you what I've done here. This is the larger panel. You can see I 45'd it, and I've got these little corners made to give it a little bit of character, and this is the way I've got it all laid out. So that's for my larger Georgia deer for the large space. Then I made this one for my half moon buck. He'll sit right inside there like that. I got these corners here. I think I'll lose those. It's getting to be a bit much. But yeah, my deer head will sit right inside there and come out. I kind of like it like that. We'll see how it all comes together. Now, what I'm going to have to do with these is I'm going to have to assemble these, the larger ones that I did with the reclaimed wood panels. I put those together on the wall one piece at a time. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the hardware store and I'm going to get small tack nails, and I'm just going to tack nail all these together and then take it inside as all one unit and put it on the wall, find my stud, and then finishing nails through the panel and then hang the deer head on it. So I'm going to try and rough these up a little bit. I think I'm going to go get a butane torch, and I'm going to burn the wood and kind of give it a finished look, and then sand it down a little bit and see if that kind of gives it a little bit of character, a little bit of rustic look, kind of look cool. So we'll try that and see. Hopefully I don't screw it up. All right, so after I get done with that, I'll give you a little update. I'm just using this little miter saw to cut these. I bought this miter saw at Lowe's about 10 years ago. Man, it's been great. I can do a lot of home repairs and cut lumber and build my deck and all with this little miter saw. It really worked out real well. Again, this is just wood fence slats that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can buy each piece for a couple of bucks, and it's amazing what you can do with it. So let me go get my wood tack so I can get all this stuff put together, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, see you in a bit. See you. Bye. So there you go. What do you think? Looks pretty good, huh? Got it all mounted up there and got him in the center. I really like it. I think it really fills in the space a little bit. I'm real happy with the way it turned out. And of course I got my half moon buck up here. That's pretty cool too. Really like the way this whole wall is just full of lifelong memories. Look at that. Just so awesome. Let's turn this light out. Maybe we'll get a better look at it. There we go. Half moon buck, Florida swamp deer, my Georgia deer on the wood-burned cypress, the wood-burned cypress wood panel. Just kind of sets it off, right? All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.